Hi everyone, comic book reviewer here. This time reviewing on the Spongebob SquarePants episode Hall Monitor from Season 1. Now, as you know, the Spongebob Season 1 episode, the Hall Monitor, was meant to be the 7th episode from Season 1, which obviously aired in America in August the 28th, 1999, in UK and Dublin, also January the 8th, 2000. And the whole point of the episode, the Hall Monitor, is a cautionary tale and a hard truth more about the dangers of promoting people into a higher position, as well as making sure to put someone in charge who is the right candidate. So the premise of the episode is meant to follow how at Miss Puff's boating school, where she has to kind of select the hall monitor, and we see how, obviously, noticing SpongeBob's name, she tries to find someone else. But of course, after all, the candidates make it clear they've done their job before, they either kind of graduated. Mrs. Puff obviously has to reluctantly give in and give SpongeBob the whole permission, the whole position of the hall monitor. And right away, it makes it clear that SpongeBob takes his job as the hall monitor way too seriously. And it's even clear due to his lengthy speech. Miss Puff obviously reluctantly still gives him the sort of uniform, despite it just being a one-day thing. And the episode makes it clear, because of Miss Puff's poor decision, SpongeBob ends up taking the role of hall monitor outside, not only from what he was supposed to do at basically boating school, but doing it around town that wasn't meant to be his place. And the whole point of the episode's message is meant to be a hard truth moral about making sure that you pick the right kind of people who should be promoted, and making sure if you're leaving someone in charge, they can actually do the job well, and making sure that it's someone that you put a lot of faith onto. And because of basically Miss Puff's poor decision, SpongeBob obviously does a lot more harm than good. And because of it, he ends up kind of not only taking the law into his own hands, but he ends up kind of putting half the town in danger, making them uncomfortable. And it's even clear when he brings Patrick onto the front lines of his one-man crusade, it makes it clear right away SpongeBob is just a terrible candidate for any job position, any sort of opportunity in that. And a lot of the time, bosses, teachers, or even sort of co-workers need to kind of promote or basically leave someone in charge that they can actually trust, put their faith onto, or see them as the ace card to their team. And if it's like a really bad candidate, or someone who is completely childish, or just not really seen on the top shelf, then obviously sometimes bosses, co-workers and that have to kind of pick the right candidate. But if they pick the wrong candidate, it ends up doing a lot more harm than good, and obviously hits you over the head that, much like Miss Puff, bosses and co-workers can unintentionally make the wrong decision that ends up putting not only the company, their sort of business, but also what can happen in a lot more danger than what should be. Is Hall Monitor a good episode? Yes. Is it great? No. But it still deserves a thumbs up. Still good, and still alright. So, comic reviewer here, signing out.